A wintry weekend saw 3 local derbies played across round 3 of Allianz Premiership Women's Rugby. In the West Country, Bristol Bears hosted defending champions Gloucester-Hartpury, while Harlequins took on London rivals Sarens at the Stoop. But we start our roundup in the East Midlands, where Leicester Tigers welcome Loughborough Lightning to Matthioli Woods, Welford Road. And there for us in the commentary box, Nick Heath.
That's decent as far as Lightning are concerned. Out the back it comes, through Hardy again, switching with Morale and then finding Chloe Rowley, who we know is capable of finishing, and this is looking like some decent finishing from Bo Westcombe-Evans. And Loughborough Lightning strike against the Tigers. Short ball isn't going to quite result in anything yet for Morale. Kath O'Donnell, accompanied by Wassell. Davey, surely it's on now for the Swedish international. Maya Muller getting over the line for Loughborough Lightning second. There was a sense of inevitability about it as the carriers continued to come. Wassell the option, straight down, driving straight towards the line as well. No messing around here from Loughborough Lightning, and they're over. Maya Muller getting over for her second try. They look to go to the tail, and it works. More calls, and now Tigers start to drive over the line and getting the try. Matthioli Woods, Welford Roads erupts. Crucial moment in the game. 5 metres out. Step. Tigers with the chance to go again. Ralph, those front row replacements doing the business for Leicester Tigers.
Tackle!
Can they get the ball to ground here? Ralph is asking questions. There's going to be another penalty here, and we know they're under a warning. Tigers come down the left side. Ralph tries to go herself and will score! Clifford. These are the most phases that we have seen in the match. 17 now from Loughborough Lightning. Chance to try and score in the corner, and scampering in, it will be the 4th try. It was Westcombe-Evans. Oh, it wasn't an easy one to take on the wing, and the ball will go into touch. Meg Jones sinks to it with her hands on her knees as the referee blows the final whistle. Well, Leicester Tigers certainly had their say in this match, but it was just enough from Loughborough Lightning. It finishes Leicester Tigers 12, Loughborough Lightning 24.
We want to go out and put in performances like we did tonight, but most of all show character in every single one of those. And I think coming through tough games like this, which have tough periods in them, is exactly how we do that. So it's about us building respect, putting performances in, and the rest will take care of itself if we do that.
Saracens in the white shirts here have enjoyed a blistering start to the season. They arrived at the Stoop hoping to add to the 16 tries they'd scored in their first 2 games. So a daunting prospect for Harlequins, whose job was made even harder when they lost new signing Caris Phillips to injury just a few minutes into her debut. Despite that setback, Quins made their opponents work hard for the first try. It finally arrived after 23 minutes. With the line just inches away, Sarries waited for a gap to emerge, and when it did, May Campbell took full advantage. Sophie de Goody added the extras, and with half-time approaching, Saracens strengthened their grip with a second try. With Harlequins down to 13 because of yellow cards, World Player of the Year Marley Packer dotted down after another unstoppable catch and drive. Saracens 12 points ahead, and they pressed home their advantage in the second half, as a Paige Farry's try was followed by this, a penalty try to wrap up the bonus point with just over an hour played. Job done, but the game still had an eventful finish. Paige Farris went over for her second try of the game to round off the scoring. And then, after the final whistle, Quins' Emily Robinson was shown a red card for foul play. But the team from North London returned home from their trip to South West London with a full 5 points, as it finished Harlequins 0, Sarens 31. Gloucester-Hartpury had made an impressive start to their title defence by beating Leicester 52-14 in round 2. And in freezing temperatures on Friday night, the Cherry and White started in dominant mood again, taking the lead after less than 5 minutes. Sarah Beckett over in the corner. But for the rest of the first half, Bristol were more than a match for their opponents. The Bears had won their first home game of the season against Sale, scoring 48 points. But they just couldn't quite make the breakthrough here, denied by a knock-on. And with such a solid defensive platform, the away side were able to wrap up victory with one more try in the second half, as the ball ended up in the hands of Emma Singh, who made it 12-0. And for the 9th time in the last 10 league meetings between these sides, Gloucester-Hartpury had claimed Derby Day victory. Finally to Haywood Road, where Sale had been due to host Exeter. The Chiefs arrived full of optimism after a terrific start to the season, which has seen them pick up a perfect 10 points from their first 2 games. They were hoping to build on that flying start against a Sharks side fresh off a famous win over Harlequins. But the weather in the northwest had other ideas. After an inspection, the pitch was deemed unplayable due to the wintry conditions, and the fixture was postponed to a later date. So here are the weekend results. Away wins on Friday night for Gloucester-Hartpury over Bristol, and then on Saturday for Saracens against Quins. Sale versus Exeter was postponed, as we've just seen. Then on Sunday, Loughborough overcame Leicester to make it a clean sweep of away wins. This is how the table looks after round 3. Saracens lead Exeter by 5 points, although the Chiefs have played a game less. Gloucester-Hartpury third, also with a game in hand on the leaders. At the bottom it's Leicester, but it's still early days of course. Round 4's Super Saturday sees Gloucester-Hartpury entertain Sale Sharks, Loughborough Lightning welcome Bristol Bears, Leicester Tigers travel to Ealing to face Trailfinders, and in our live game on TNT Sport 5, Harlequins go head to head with Exeter.